The month of November is coming to an end, which means we are getting closer and closer to that time of the year again, the infamous December DLC. Last year was pretty wild because by this time in 2020 we already had major in-game teases as well as a teaser trailer for the Caprico heist, and we also got our first tease of that update way back in the summer of 2020, much earlier than usual. This year though, we are almost in December and still don't have much coming directly from Rockstar at the time that I'm making this video. But we do have a few bits of information coming from reputable sources outside of Rockstar, so in this video I want to go over the whole timeline of where we are right now and discuss all the info that we have right now for the December DLC. Now, starting off, back in early October, Rockstar first announced the GTA Trilogy Definitive Edition, and at the very end of the Newswire article, they had this to say about GTA Online's future. And later this year, get ready to go on an exciting new adventure in GTA Online as some well-known contacts and familiar friends need your help in expanding their legit business, with many more surprises soon to be revealed. And the keywords to take away from that as we move forward are well-known contacts, familiar friends, and legit business, which was in quotes. The very first thing that popped into my mind from that legit business quote comes from the very beginning of the game in this story cutscene where Lamar and Franklin are about to repo some cars. Take a look.
Damn, why don't you ask him if he knows the fucking owner? Or better yet, do some skywriting that reads there's a couple niggas here about to boost some cars in case somebody didn't realize.
See, what you don't realize is that we ain't boosting. This shit is legit business.
Legit? Oh yeah, I forgot, huh? 401ks, tax returns and all. Yeah, right.
So you see, Lamar specifically says the words legit business, and because it's also in quotes in the Rockstar Newswire, it kinda makes me believe that Franklin and Lamar are going to have a special appearance in the update. Maybe one of the missions will be some sort of bigger repo job, and that would line up with the familiar friends thing in the Newswire. But that is all just speculation because Tez, who is a reputable leaker over on the GTA forums, thinks that it is referring to nightclubs with Tony, English Dave, and Laszlo. He says that in the Tuners update, variables were introduced to allow the nightclub interior to work in a mission environment, among other things. So picture having some enemies in a nightclub and having like a shootout, let's just say, kind of like in the Baldigate Tony mission from GTA 4. But then something interesting happened later in October. Snoop Dogg was on a podcast or radio show of some sort, I'm not exactly sure what it was, but he mentioned that Dr. Dre was producing music for the next GTA game. A lot of clickbaiters took this as that he was making music for GTA 6, but I think it's more likely that Snoop Dogg just doesn't play GTA Online or understand the whole update system with the game, because if you don't play it, you know, how would you know? And he probably meant that he was making music for the next DLC or expansion to GTA Online. And that actually has some validity to it, because in the Caprico heist last year's update, Dr. Dre had a brief appearance that left people wondering why they would have such a big name celebrity there for a small scene that eventually left on a cliffhanger.
Don't worry about it. Calm down.
Okay, but I hope you brought the music. Tell me you brought the music.
Look, the music is in my phone, in my car, at your house.
Somebody's slipping.
Tell me you guys are pulling up right now.
No, boss. We got a problem. The car's gone.
Damn, what the fuck?
Shit, Dre. What's in that phone? Anything about me?
Private financial shit, naked pictures, but more importantly, a lot of my fucking music demos, unreleased shit. This could be a fucking problem.
Feel like this vacation over before the motherfuckers got started.
Hey, guess what? We're not going. We're gonna send somebody else.
I had my flip-flops, weed, condoms, all packed up.
What? Oh, yeah, right. Whatever.
So they left in quite a hurry because Dr. Dre's unreleased music was stolen, and that lines up perfectly with what Snoop Dogg said earlier about him releasing some music around the time the December update is releasing in GTA Online. And to add on to this, Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg are also performing at the Super Bowl next year, so there's a chance that this new music will have something to do with that performance as well as GTA Online's next update. That's just what I'm going to go ahead and guess. Skipping over to just a few days ago, Tez then tweeted this out. The next update is codenamed Fixers, and it suggests the return of more tuner-like contracts, and since Dr. Dre is involved, the legit business is likely music-centered and expandable with new contracts. He mentions the word fixers. I'm sure there's going to be people out there going like, oh, does that mean they are fixing the game's issues? That's not exactly what they're referring to. The word fixers can essentially be a word for someone who just gets jobs done, someone that can be counted on or hired to successfully complete tasks. And as an example, in another video game for a criminal form of a fixer, I think of the first Watch Dogs game, because in that game, fixers are essentially hired guns that take jobs from data recovery or assassination missions. And if we take that definition and apply it to GTA Online, it basically sounds exactly like what our characters are, and more so what we do in the tuner contracts. Because in those contracts, we are really just doing dirty work for other people for a price. So based on this information, we can speculate. Obviously, 95% of this isn't coming from Rockstar, so we don't know for sure, but we can make an educated guess that the next update is going to have something to do with expanding the nightclub, with brand new contracts that are similar to how the tuner contracts worked from the summer update. A lot of people are saying that this is going to basically be a Tuners Part 2, but just because the contracts might be similar, it doesn't mean that the theme is going to be similar, so I don't think it's going to be a Tuners Part 2 per se. But then again, Rockstar may be doing what they did in 2019 with the casino, where they released the casino and submissions in the summer of 2019, and then in December we kind of got the Part 2 to the casino update with the heist taking place at that new location, which was a much bigger update than the previous one. December updates are usually much bigger in comparison to the summer updates, so I have to assume there is much more to the equation here. Every update has some sort of buy-in before you can access the new content, and if this is only an expansion to the nightclub, that doesn't sound all that big to me. At the end of the day, I just want to see some fun new cars, some fun weapons, and the gameplay to be good. So hopefully this update can meet those expectations. And since we are getting closer to December, we should be seeing an official announcement either this week or next week. The Casino Heist got its first teaser on December 4th, and the Arena War the year before that was announced on December 10th. Somewhere between those two dates is when we can expect info, I'm pretty sure. The only thing that may be getting in the way with this DLC though is the Trilogy Definitive Edition. According to Tez and his sources, Rockstar is allocating more resources to fixing the GTA Trilogy, so there may be a delay with the GTA and RDO updates. I personally don't think that's going to be the case though, because as it stands now, there really is no time for a delay. The updates usually come out 2 or so weeks before the Christmas holiday, and at that point, the most time they have for a delay is like a week, and I don't really think a week delay would do much. There's no way they release them the week of Christmas and then drop the festive surprise and the main update all at once, and they can't really delay them until afterwards because then they miss out on the holiday sales if they wait until the new year. But anyways, that is going to wrap up this video. Let me know what you guys think about all this information pertaining to the December update down below. We still don't really know the main bulk of what this update's going to be, but the clues are starting to form. If you enjoyed the video or found it helpful, feel free to leave a like, as well as subscribe to my channel for more guide and PvP related content. I'll of course be covering everything about this December DLC when it does go live, so make sure to stay tuned to the channel. Huge thank you to all my channel members for your support. If you'd like to become a member for some exclusive perks, you can either use the join button or the link that's down in the description. And as always, thanks for watching and have a great day.